Welcome back, everyone. We have just found ice, and we're just kind of getting everything started. The sun just went down, and we are going to go ahead and start looking at setting up a base. So the big question is, of course, what all are we going to need, and where to place it, etc. Considering we have ice here, and it's fairly easy to get. It's fairly easy to get gravel, and we have magnesium, which we're going to need for weapons and ammunition. Silicon is nice, but we don't do a whole lot. At least I don't do a whole lot with silicon, but we'll at least kind of see what we're going to do. The iron, I kind of like it to be a little bit closer, but 1 kilometer isn't too terribly bad. And the nickel will be nice for later on. So probably... Let's take a look and see if we can find a decent spot maybe between all three. I kind of like that idea because I want to set this place up as a mine. So yeah, let's do that. Do we have... Oh, I don't think we have this place marked yet. Let's do that first. Hopefully I don't run into my own mining hole. Oh, there it was. Go figure. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this. Let's see, we have ice, magnesium, and silicon. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and find a good spot to build a base. So while I'm driving, let's think about maybe what we need and what we're looking for. Ideally, we want something that is close to a hill that will give us a little bit of a rise for solar power, so that we can get more energy out of the sun while it's around. The ice will give us some access to hydrogen power, but I don't really want to use it for that if I can help it. And the best form of power would be uranium, but we have to find that and mine it first. So another reason that we want it next to a hill is basically protection. Ooh, hello. What is this? It's dark out, so it's going to be difficult to find anything, but we'll do our best. Hey, knock it off. The gravity is really low, so it's making it hard to drive. 2, so it's about 300 meters. So it's a little closer to the ice and magnesium and silicon. That's okay. We can probably do that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this is, what we have here. But yeah, I'm also thinking of if we have pirates and whatnot around, then we need to have some way of protecting ourselves. And I'm thinking what we can do is drill out a nice big section of the hill and make a base underneath the hill from which we can do whatever we need. So let's see. That's actually really nice. I kind of like this. 4, 6, and 3. And that would allow us to... Yeah, I think that would allow us fairly easy access to everything. Let's... Ew, lovely. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. I like this spot. Ooh, hello. I mean, this will make it a little bit more difficult to see. But I'm not sure if I like that. Let's maybe change the color a little bit. Maybe more of a brown. Yeah, I kind of like that. A little bit lighter. Ooh, maybe a tan. I like tan. Tan's a good color. All right. Yeah, and then maybe we can come down. So maybe something like this. Because I don't really want to get these guys a chance to kill us. First off, though, we need to eat and get something to drink. Alrighty, and do we have any? We do have some plate, so but let's go ahead and get started on that base. Hey friends, Editor Me here. Drilling anything useful out of the hill took a while, so I'm going to cut to where I start building the base so that you guys are aware of what's going on after the jump. I started with cutting out the garage because if I lose my rover at this point, then I can't respawn and it's basically just game over. So I wanted somewhere that would be safe for the rover in case I get attacked. And as you can see, I placed one block where I wanted the garage door to go. But other than that, all I've been doing is digging. Okay, so that at least gives us an idea for a garage. So we can start with that. Hello, there we go. And go from there. Let's mark this as the garage. Just in case we need it. Of course, I forget to be careful to weld my blocks to avoid just that happening. That actually took me by surprise. For those of you who are unaware, the blocks can take damage from drilling too close to them, and that is what happens when drilling too close to a very low hit point block.
Inventory full.
As you can see, it might take a few minutes for a lesson to sink in, but who knows, I might be able to learn eventually. Just give me enough time.
Inventory full.
If you guys don't have any faith in me being able to learn a lesson, congratulations for the. You're absolutely correct. I'm just going to say that I didn't like that block there. So now let's see if I can remember to actually weld the remaining blocks before I destroy my own base.
Inventory full.
Well, this isn't my finest moment, but at least I figured it out. This next bit is really just me attempting to learn from my own mistakes and mitigating my own damage. It did take some time, so let's go ahead and roll some tunes. It was right about here that I decided I wanted to have a personnel door off to the side of the garage. And to do that, I need to drill out around some of the blocks that I just got done welding up. So, any bets to see if I can do that and not drill my own base? Anyone? As it turns out, it looks like I can manage not to mess up. Well, maybe. We aren't done yet. Alrighty, well, for the garage, what I'm thinking is kind of a hanger door that will stick probably right about here. And then from there, we'll continue on with the floor. And what I want to do is put a small shaft going up to the top of the hill for power, and then we can put a solar panel up top. This might take a little bit of time, so let's just kind of see how this one works. We'll get as far as we can. The more astute among you probably have already picked out that the sun is about ready to come up. It was right here that I saw the sunlight on the top of the hills, and I'm starting to think about my power levels. I currently don't have any power generation, and I didn't want to go too long without it. So I decided to take a merry little jaunt across the top of the hills to check out how the light plays across the terrain, where it hits first, etc. Right now, I'm trying to find the best spot for a solar tower. Possibly a couple of them, but at least one for right now. I didn't find anything particularly useful right away, so I decided to wait, go back to mining, and time how long it takes the sun to get across to the front of my garage. Um, I might be able to build a solar tower out front, but that was the other option that I had at the moment.
Energy low.
Now that I have at least part of my garage floor built and it can hold the rover, I can more easily put a drill on the front of it and start to clear out the ground much more quickly, and hopefully without worrying about accidentally digging out my foundation or destroying my blocks. But we'll kind of see about that one. It's here that I realize I'm missing something, specifically the large steel tubes, and I remember that I can't produce them in the survival kit on the rover, so I need to expand my production. The problem is that those are going to take power, and I need to, of course, make something. Um, but I figure I can do both at the same time. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start making a external tower that will provide some solar power, and I'll put on the basic assembler and refinery that I need in order to make the parts from the stone that we're mining. I'm going to fast forward through this process so that you guys can see more of it. Of course, I'll show you guys the highlights so that you don't miss anything, but this will take me some time. Alrighty. We have power, at least temporary for now. So now we can start making something a little bit more permanent. And I'm thinking we'll probably also build this tower up a little bit farther. At least until we can get something decent for in there. I'm not really keen on staying with solar power, but we'll see what we have to do, and we'll just kind of deal with it.
Inventory full.
So, of course, here's where I realize that I'm not getting any power to my refinery or my assembler, and that I may need to add some solar panels, at least more of them. I also suddenly had a thought that maybe the sun won't shine directly on the upright panel, and that I may need to make some facing a different direction, which is when I get a wonderful bit of news to make me paranoid. For those of you who don't play this game, there are certain features that are supposed to be random, but actually target a player and their grids.
Energy low. Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, that's just lovely. Let's hope it doesn't hit anything. Yet again, it's not one of my finer moments. But if you're wondering why I'm looking at my refinery like it's grown a mouth and called me a dirty name, it's because I don't have power again. And obviously, in my confusion, I revert to the first rule of engineering. If you're using a hammer and it's not going in, get a bigger hammer. Hey, there we go. That's the wonderful sound we want. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Question is, can we turn this one on too? Maybe. Sounds like it. Yes. Very good. So, haha. Okay. Need 1 and 1. So that'd be 2 large steel tube. We can do that. But we need iron. Okay, so we need a lot more resources. Let's do that. Well, I guess it's back to the drawing board. Maybe we'll actually have to work in the shade. Well, friends, it has certainly taken a good long time. It's close to an hour, and we're about ready to wrap up. But just kind of giving you a quick recap. I finally fixed all of the power issues that we've been having, and now I'm finally getting to the drill. I'm going to go ahead and just stay with one drill for right now, because that'll at least allow me to gather resources quickly to get the other two finished out, and then we can continue on with the base. For now though, I think this is a good place to stop, and thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great time, a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Do me a quick favor and hit like and subscribe. That will help me out a lot. Thanks so much. Have a great day, guys. Bye now.